Welcome to the Manager Matt podcast show. I do hope you are well and getting results with the people around you. Today I want to talk around the changes that are coming in 2025 in regard to you as a leader and manager. Now, we can all understand that the costs of living, the cost of taxation, the cost of doing business is getting heavier and heavier on you. And as a manager and leader, you're going to have to face into the fact that at some point you're going to have to cut your costs. If you're not already doing it, you're going to have to get on with it. I'm sure you are already doing it because you're intelligent, clever managers. But what can you do to really make a big difference when it comes to reducing costs? Well, firstly, look at your physical waste. What waste can you remove from your process? And that involves getting people around and looking at where the wastes are. Spend time in the factory, on the shop floor, in the call centre, look at the data and look at where your waste is being generated. Sometimes it's easier just to tip the bins out and see what's in there. Time, how much time are you spending wasting either on calls or chasing leads or actually physically doing stuff that never adds any real value? And then the third point, what about the labour that you've got? Now, we all know that you want to work for a place which looks after you, that gives you a purpose, that makes you feel like you're doing a great job, that has security, both psychologically and also monetary. But of course, you can't give that to everyone if you don't keep your costs under control. So what's Manager Matt talking about today? I'm talking about the hard fact that at some point you're going to have to look at your labour and see if you need it all. I know that's difficult. I'm a person who believes that people need to be in businesses and need to add value together. But at some point, you're going to have to look at how you can cut your labour bill. The fact that wages are going up through minimum wages, that the tax bills are getting heavier, and people want services and products that are cheaper. There is going to be a squeeze on how much labour. So what is Manager Matt talking about doing then? Well, of course, you've got to look at your people and see what that cost looks like. So you have to go and find your due diligence and see the actual total cost of your people. And then, I know this is hard to say, you're going to have to look at, do you need them all? And there's three ways that you can reduce that cost. Firstly, when people leave the business, you must ask through your directs, do we really need to replace that person? And of course, they'll say yes. That's what everyone does. But then challenge them. Well, do we? Do we really need that job doing as it's been done? Can or should we be doing it at all? Can and should others be able to take some more of it on? And I know everyone tells me they're 100%. Or, if the answer is yes, then whatever we're going to keep means that the savings need to come somewhere else. And that's a real eye-opener to your directs. If you challenge them, well, if you do replace this person because you say you're definitely going to need them, where's the savings going to come from? Now, the second point is to look at automation. Automation through AI is coming, but I'm no expert on that. But I know that a lot of people will talk around AI and how we can make that reduce costs. And of course, you can look at machines. So physically, how do you put something in a box? How do you get it on a pallet? How do you pack it? How do you load it? Machines can do a lot more than they used to. Their advancements have been heavy. And the cost of those machines have started to come down. But of course, with the cost of labour going up, there's a tipping point, and a lot of people don't explore the fact that that tipping point's near. And lastly, there's the fact that you will have to make some form of redundancies. And I know it's an awful word to say, but most businesses I've been working with over the last 2 years have heavily looked at reducing their labour costs through redundancies. Now, you must do it in the right way. Redundancies is a very difficult subject for people. It's livelihoods, let's face it. So you need to do it with a plan and a process which involves people, communicates what's happening, tries to put them at ease as much as you can, and works through a standard structured way of doing things, which means that you, at the end of the day, will get the right people leaving your business. And sometimes those people actually want to leave through time served and a little bit of redundancy, or having a retirement, or actually just a change in direction that they never thought they would do. So that just boils down to a quick look at what's coming in 2025. There is going to be a drive for reducing your costs in your business, if not already. If you don't reduce your costs through physical waste and unfortunately through your labour costs, then others will. And if you don't do that, then your business is at risk of not being with it. And of course, if you're not willing to do that, then unfortunately, you might not be in the right job. Well, that's it for Manager Matt this week. I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.